What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just want to start off real quick by saying I'm sorry for not posting a whole lot lately. I kind of got the car all finished up in the meantime, and I've been really busy. I just haven't really had a whole lot of content or time to really get anything posted for you guys. But as you can kind of see, the car is pretty much done. It started once already, and at the end of this video, I will be doing a startup video for you guys. And if I can't get to it, I'll put in a clip of the actual first start of the car. But as you can see, we had a little bit of an issue. I took it out on its first test drive. I don't know, it had to have been about a month ago. And the drive shaft actually nicked one of the fuel lines. The return line that I routed was just ever so too close to the pinion flange for the drive shaft, and it nicked it. So I'm basically just gonna end up replacing that whole line. Let me pan the camera around for you guys. All right, guys, so right here is the fuel line that actually broke. It's the return line. I just cut off both ends, like I cut off the bad piece. I was just gonna put an AN fitting on this side and AN fitting on the other side and just connect the two together. But the fuel line that comes with the Lethal Performance Coyote Swap fuel system, it's super stiff. It honestly really sucks to try and get an AN fitting inside of this. And then the style that goes over top of the line doesn't really like to go over it because of how thick they actually made this braiding. I'm sure it's decent stuff, but honestly, the stuff that I bought online is a lot better than this stuff. So I think I'm just gonna replace this entire line. But as soon as we get that done, guys, I should be able to get it to start up for you. But here is the actual car mostly finished up for you guys. We'll get the tires put back on it after we do this line. We actually ended up trading the old wheels and tires for a set of like a drag pack setup, race stars with Hoosiers. There's the fronts. And then here's the engine bay. It's pretty packed. Not everything's perfectly in place yet. But for the most part, it's set up. There's just a lot going on. I mean, there's not really much I could avoid because I wanted to retain, you know, heat and AC, and then I retained the degas bottle. I guess I could have switched the radiator to a contained unit so I didn't have to have the degas bottle. But honestly, it wouldn't have cleaned up a whole lot. It just would have been just a couple lines and then that spot, which I didn't really have any use for anyways. But we got all the AN lines made for the power steering system. As you can see, some of them right there. We got the vacuum block right there. There is the reservoir for the power steering. There is the oil catch cans, routed to each valve cover with AN fittings, and all of the charge piping finished up. There's the exhaust, and then let me see if I can get a shot of the actual fog lights. Won't fit in here anymore because of the charge piping, but honestly I think it looks better without it. I'm not too impressed with the fitting of this charge pipe here. It kind of comes out a little bit past and then curves back into it. The actual factory coupler looked really, really weird. So I ended up making another one. It's not perfect, but it'll do for now. I'm actually going to welding school here soon, so I think I'm gonna end up making a new one. Maybe I'll make my own full kit, I don't know yet. That'll be something off in the future once I finish welding school. But the hood will not clear. Don't mind the paint. It's got a bunch of smudges in it. The whole car needs a bath right now. But yeah, the hood won't clear. I have it sitting over there. So we're gonna end up having to get a cowl hood once springtime comes. I'm not too worried about it right now because the car's just about to sit in the garage for the whole season. So we're gonna end up getting a cowl hood for it. Inside of the car, there's a lot of wires running around. That seat's not where it's supposed to be, but got the screen in there. I'm gonna end up mounting the screen probably over there next to the steering wheel. But I've also considered getting rid of the stock gauges. They do work, but I kind of want one of the bigger Holly screens. That's just a preference, really. Honestly, some people would rather have the factory gauges, but I just want to, it's kind of a race car at this point, so I might as well just commit, you know. And then little things like I haven't been able to get the spring on there yet. I haven't really messed with it yet. And in a future video, guys, I'll do a little bit more in-depth video on how I felt about the On3 Performance Turbo Kit, because I do honestly have quite a few gripes with it. Don't get me wrong, the kit ended up working out in the long term, but I think they could have done better with the fitment and the cold side piping, honestly. But I'll do a video on it soon. We're gonna need some content for this winter because there's not a whole lot going on since the car's pretty much done. But that'll be coming soon. I'll do another video on that. All right, guys, so we finally got that fuel line switched out and got the car back on the ground. That is pretty much the new stance with the new drag pack. I think it looks pretty good. And some people don't really like this look of skinnies, but I think the fitment on the back looks really, really good. Obviously these aren't street legal, so we're gonna eventually have to get a set of like Mickey Thompson ET Street R's or something that's actually street legal. We got that fuel line all finished up. It's actually after dark right now, guys, so I'm not gonna be able to start it up right now. But I did promise you guys I was gonna start it up, so I'll flip to the next clip and start it up, but it'll be the day after this. All right, guys, so it's the following day. We're gonna give this thing a try. I just put some fuel in it. I don't know how it's gonna go because I hasn't ran it about a month, and the battery might be a little low, but we're gonna give it a shot, guys. So as you guys heard, even after sitting for a whole month, not being on a charger, nothing like that, the thing luckily started right up, no issues. It's got perfect oil pressure, perfect voltage once it starts up, no ticks, knocks, nothing. So I'm super happy with how this thing turned out as far as just from an idling, starting standpoint. I did have it remotely tuned, just kind of like a startup tune. So there is still some things we need to work out once we get it on a dyno, but that'll be all next year once springtime comes. I'm really excited to see what this thing makes. It should be around the 700 wheel horsepower mark. It could be turned up a little bit more, but you know, we're still on a Gen 1 bottom end, so we're not gonna push it. But overall, guys, I'm really, really happy with how this thing runs. And hopefully next year, once we get it out, I can get you guys some turbo sound clips, because the one time I did drive it, it did sound absolutely amazing. So that will be coming soon. All right, guys, so we were able to get the Mustang pulled over. I bought some dollies. I don't have them on the rears because they kind of like the little bolts on them push up into the slicks. So I don't want to leave them that way, but the front should be fine. We got them all put away for winter. Got the Jetta pulled in here. Eventually I need to do a review on that car. It's a TDI, Volkswagen Jetta TDI manual. You can kind of see through there right now. Really, really good car, great gas mileage. But I don't really drive it too much in the winter. I just drive the truck around, so just decided to put everything away. There will be more content coming on the car, guys. It's not the end. I need to get like the turbo blanket figured out, a boost controller wired in, and there was a few other things here and there. I also want to do a review on it. So there will be more content to come this winter. It's not completely over until next year. And then once summer comes, we're gonna get this thing out and start driving it. So I'm sure that's the kind of content you guys are looking for. But anybody that's new to the channel, I know I didn't really explain it too well at the beginning, but it's my 99 Mustang. It's got a 2013 Mustang Coyote with an On3 Performance turbo kit, FIC 1000cc injectors, T56 6-speed from an 04 Cobra, 410 gears in the rear, twin 465 liter power pumps, upgraded radiator, etc., etc. I'll do a full build list video eventually also and go in more depth. But yeah, that's the car. That's pretty much what the whole channel's on. All right, guys, but that's gonna end out this video. Like I said, there will be more content coming. I'm sorry I haven't really been posting a whole lot lately, but there will be some more things. I need to go over the whole turbo kit, do a review, and I need to do a boost controller, fix that turbo blanket. And there's just a little few odds and ends here and there that I was kind of like rushing, that I want to go back through and kind of fix it up, tidy it up a little bit more. So there will be more content coming on it this winter. That's not the complete end of it. So please stay subscribed. There will be more to come. And then next summer, we're going to get it out, get some time on it, drive it some more. So there will be content coming on that. But with that being said, guys, that's going to end out this video. I will see you in the next one.